Hello, friends. Good evening. Hope everybody's doing well, staying healthy, and having limited amounts of negative emotions. I wanted to hop on tonight and share with you some tools that I use when I'm feeling negative emotions. Emotions such as sadness, grief, fear, jealousy, envy. And when those feelings come in, maybe I think of something, or I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see something that I wish that I had, and that thought itself is more than just a thought. It actually triggers a flood of neurochemicals that can affect your mind and your body for hours afterwards. And I learned this from a woman named Ingles. She is a high-level coach for people who want to have less stress, more resilience in their life, and she's a beautiful, wonderful person, and she's an amazing coach too. And I will tag her and send you some info on her if you're interested. But I want to share with you some of my favorite tools that I've learned from her, and some of them I put my own little swing on them. So one of them, when I am feeling sad, anxious, nervous, and sometimes I feel this when I'm driving or when I'm talking to somebody on the phone, not really in person anymore, but I can still feel this overwhelmed feeling when I'm doing a Zoom call. And one of my favorite tools to do, and I have been doing this before, is to smile. So when I was in yoga teacher training, the whole group of people I was in training with, they all told me over and over again, we noticed, Samantha, when you're doing the poses, you always get a big smile on your face. And I learned that from a yoga teacher when I lived in New Orleans. And he said, smile, it helps. And so I just started doing that whenever, especially during the hard poses, as I would put a smile on my face while I was doing it. So people have come up to me after they've practiced with me, or the other teachers who were my yoga teacher training said, wow, you have such a beautiful, blissful practice. You've got such a big smile on your face while you're doing it. And what they don't know is that when I've got the biggest smile is usually when I'm struggling the most. But it changes your physiology. It helps you feel better. It's a action first, and the action changes your body chemistry, so it certainly helps. What recommendation Elle made was to pair the smile with softening of the belly. So she suggests to actually put your hand on your belly, and I will do this, especially when I'm driving. So I'll smile, put my hand on my low belly, and then soften that area. And you don't realize how hard that area gets. You hold on to that area, and that tells your whole body that you're in danger. So smiling, softening that area. And then the third tip is to slow down your breath. So slowing down your breath, especially your exhale, tells your body that it is ready to rest and digest. The exhalation is part of the parasympathetic nervous system. So if you slow down your exhale, your body has to calm down. So that is a great tool. Smile, touch the low belly and soften it, and then slow down your exhale. Another tool that I really love is called flip the switch. So you pair a motor movement with a slogan. So the motor movement for flip the switch is this. And you can do it like that, but a gross motor movement will work better than just flipping a little finger. So it seems really weird that you're maybe in the middle of the store and making a weird movement like this, but do it anyway. Someone might look at you, that's okay. This is for your own health and well-being. So flip the switch, and then ask an empowering question. So sometimes I've been with a client and the session is not going where I want it to go, or I'm having a struggle figuring out how to impart something so that my student could understand better. And so one of the tools that I'll do, and I'll usually do it below the screen so they don't see me doing it, because I do virtual sessions with my people, is I flip the switch and then I ask myself, how can I make this a session that is successful for the student so that they can come out feeling better about themselves and feeling better in their body. And you can do this anytime. You could flip the switch while you're driving. How can I get from point A to point B safely and calmly? Flip the switch while you're on a date. Not now, of course. Maybe. How can I get through this without saying something rude? Another tool that I use is hey guys. Hey, what's up, Jenna? Julie. I'm talking about, if you just joined us, I'm talking about tools that you can use to help decrease stress in your body and feel better in your mind throughout the day. So I've already shared smiling, touching the low belly and relaxing it, and slowing down your breathing. And the next tool I shared was flip the switch. So you pair a motor movement, like I'm flipping off a switch, and then asking an empowering question. How can I make the rest of this day feel relaxing and comfortable? And the key to that one is you don't have to answer the question right there. Allow for the knowledge to come to you and have faith that it will. So you can get caught up if you ask an empowering question and you think, I have to figure that out now. So I said my example earlier is if I'm working with a client online and it doesn't seem to be going as well as I want it to do, I will flip the switch, ask myself, how can I make this session turn out so my client feels empowered and feels good in their body? And I don't have to sit there and figure out how to do it at the moment, but always it comes to me while I'm doing it. So while I'm in the movement, I could be doing it right now. You wouldn't even notice it. Flipping the switch. I just forgot what I was going to say. How can I make this video come out to where people are interested and I'm sharing with them something valuable? So I would say that I would ask the question in my head, but I'm actually doing the gross motor movement in real life. And that's important that you pair the gross motor movement with the slogan or the empowering question. So the third thing I wanted to share with you is positively plan. So I like to plan my week on Sunday night, and I get into my planner. I've got two calendars. I've got one that's on my phone, and I've got one that is a written out day planner. And the day planner, I write all of my events that I'm doing, and the day planner I also put down to-do lists too throughout the day. And it helps when I scratch it out Sunday the whole week as much as I know of it already. So I know what's coming and I can prepare myself for it. And Ingles suggests positively planning. So instead of just, I'll be doing a client session at 2 o'clock, it's a powerful client session or an enlightening client session. My networking meeting, I'm going to listen to connect. So I'll say words, I'll write them into my notebook that are positive and empowering and inspiring. If I'm going to do something that I feel I'm dreaded towards, I will describe it enlightening paperwork or beautiful number crunching, something like that. And it makes it easier, it makes it more endurable, and it takes the stress away. So I use these tools a lot, especially this weekend. I embarked on a big organizational project that is still going on in my room, and halfway through I wanted to throw in the towel and it's still not done yet. So I am, if you didn't watch last night's video, I am totally organizing every single item of clothing I had. So I used the Marie Kondo method. I put every single clothing item I own every sock, every panty, every sports bra, every t-shirt, every dress. And I've got a dress collection of probably 60 dresses. Some of them I've never worn before. Some of them are for balls, seriously. And I've collected these and had to touch them and decide if they brought me joy. So this is a lengthy process, and a lot of times through it I felt like, why did I start this? So whenever I would get those feelings of overwhelm, flip the switch. How can I make this a more enjoyable process? And the answers will come to you. Just believe in it. Thank you for watching, guys. Hey, Christopher Young, what's up? All right, I will see you all later. Hope you have a beautiful night, and love you.